Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone that can hear the sound of my voice to this week's edition of the Petty and Ill Informed podcast, where we venture our petty and ill informed opinions about a variety of topics. Joining me is Nikki. Nikki, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Tonight's game is Arc Raiders, because of course it is. Earlier in the week, me and my friend Fiora, we once again tried to take down the Matriarch, which is the biggest arc in the game. And, well, I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I remembered I always hit record, and every other time it's been a disaster. So enjoy the footage tonight. I'm very proud of this. That's a $200,000 loadout right there,
That's
and
nice.
I was prepared to lose. But what's the point in having it if you're not going to use it?
That's true. I have so much stuff in my inventory and I don't know what I can and can't get rid of. So it's just hanging out there. And I'm sure I've got so many expanses. Like I could sell so much stuff and expand my bag, but I just don't know what's okay and what's not. So I just haven't.
Fair enough. We'll go through it one day if you want, and I'll show you.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be cool, wouldn't it? So I
Yep.
did have a topic for tonight's show, but I forgot it because of how bad a TV show me and Nikki is currently watching is. It's all I can think about. It's just really been irritating me for the last hour. And Nikki, beautiful and smart, came up with the idea that we could talk about shows that have jumped the shark. Shows that have, really had all the potential and momentum in the world and then thrown it away by doing something really stupid.
Yeah. Like, so do you know where the term jump the shark come from?
From Happy Days, where he literally jumped the
Correct.
shark, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
I've seen
It's
that. Seen it didn't seem that bad, but
right. Right. Not when faced with some of the other television shows that have come out. I don't feel like him jumping the shark was the worst thing that's happened in a television show to make it die.
no.
We're kind of looking at that in Teen Wolf right now.
Oh my god, it's just awful. It's
It's
just
been
awful.
weird. So we've had this luck with a couple of shows like Stranger Things, the last episode was like an hour too long. And you can kind of forgive that, right? And then you have Supernatural, which the last episode could have just never happened and it would have
Never
been
happened.
great.
If they'd used
And
the episode before the last episode, that ending would be perfect.
right. And then Teen Wolf, it's just been an entire season. Like their
Two
last
seasons.
well, yeah, the last two seasons has just been like, why are we here, you guys?
Just end it. And it's this long running thing I've got where British TV shows don't last long enough, American TV shows go on too long.
It's very
Uh,
true.
the Office, there's a really good example. That could have done with being like 2 seasons shorter.
Yeah, I think after running so many seasons, it really did just mess up some really good characters.
Hmm.
You know, like Andy, for example.
Well, they were punishing him for doing the hangover, weren't they?
Yeah, but it's still sad and it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I get it. You know, um, if someone has to leave in the middle of filming to go work on a different project, you're going to be angry at them if they've signed a contract with you.
That's true. That's true, but you don't make your show jump the shark, with that character, especially when a lot of people liked Andy
Yeah,
and then you made him into well, you made him into what you made him into. And then I think that they lost a lot of fan love because of that.
they did.
So, like, at what point do you say, okay, we're not happy with his decisions, but we're going to make our fans happy anyway?
I mean, the it's only the last season he acts like a dickhead.
That's
Um,
true.
in season 6, Andy, or is it? Yeah, it's season 6, isn't it? Where he doesn't really know what he's doing, being the manager and everything. That was good. That was fine. It just making him into the same way he was when he first came into the show was a bit of a silly decision.
Yeah. Gabby says that any British show over 10 seconds is too long.
Okay, give me an example, Gabby.
She's
Example.
going to give you any. She doesn't like, she told you a couple weeks ago, she doesn't like British television. It's just not her bag.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess. But yeah, the problem with Teen Wolf is it's just gone on too long, and they're just recycling the same storyline over and over again, and I just can't stand it this time for some reason. Like,
Yeah, well, because all the good characters are gone, right? Like nobody cares about Scott. He was the main character, quote unquote, but I never felt like Scott was the main character. I felt like the supporting cast was far more helpful.
yeah. And they've just had this rotating of what's the word? Carousel of bloody revolving door, that's the right word.
Yeah.
Of new characters to replace the old ones that either didn't want to do it anymore or weren't asked to come back for some reason that's never really been adequately explained.
Yep.
And I guess that's my problem with Teen Wolf. It's garbage.
They also don't get rid of bad guys like ever.
No, they haven't killed a single bad guy off, and so they just keep bad guys keep coming back, like Peter Hale, who was the antagonist of the first season, has just been in every subsequent season. And I like him, don't get me wrong, it's just
like he's a bad guy. You know he's a bad guy. Why are you bringing him out and making us, we're not going to think that he's going to stop being a bad guy. What's one of your biggest jump the shark moments outside of the Buffy musical?
That wasn't, to be fair, that wasn't the moment the show jumped the shark for me. The moment the show jumped the shark was that season 6 existed at all. I thought that season 5, the ending was a perfect way to end it.
I agree. Well, that was the original ending.
I think that there was absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think it was a good ending. I think Buffy deserved her rest, her eternal rest, whatever you want to call it. I think it was a really good season finale, and I think that every storyline had been wrapped up, and that was the fact when season 6 was announced. That's when it should jump the shark for me.
I'm with you. That's really, I love Supernatural, and I'm watching through it again.
Yeah.
And there are some really great seasons after season 5, but I really think the season 5 finale was the original Eric Kripke finale, and it was beautiful, and it was exactly what I wanted a finale to be in Supernatural. The brother I wanted to be dead is dead, and the brother I want to be alive and living a happy life is alive, going to live a happy life. Why ruin that for anybody?
But he's not, because at the end you see he's still alive.
Shh.
Just skip that.
No, we just pretend that Sam doesn't exist anymore after season 5. Spoilers if you haven't watched Supernatural. Sam dies more than once. Damn it.
They both die more than once.
True. Everyone dies all the time.
And mostly they always come back.
Mostly. Until they don't and you get sad about it.
Yeah. It's really upsetting when Bobby wasn't in it anymore.
Yeah. But you can watch The Boys, and Bobby Singer will be in there as Robert Singer.
Yeah, and Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles. And they swear if they can think of a good reason to put all 3 of them in the same scene, they're going to do it.
Yep, he's already, Eric Kripke said, if he can get all 3 of them in the scene without breaking the world, he's going to do it. I'd be happy if we saw like a little cast cameo, a little Misha Collins up in The Boys, just a small little cameo. I'd be all right with that too, because he's kind of like the modern day Joss Whedon. Like he's keeping the same cast throughout his shows.
Hopefully without the problematic personality.
Who are you asking? Have you ever made cheesecake? I have.
I have no bake or baked cheesecake.
I have done both.
I have only done no-bake cheesecake. I've got an Oreo cheesecake in the freezer that I made for Christmas, and nobody wanted to eat it. So
Oh, why?
we overdid it on desserts this year. I had
Oh,
Christmas pudding, Christmas cake, a Yule log, a pumpkin pie. There was another one. I've forgotten what it was. A pavlova. There you go. We just had too many desserts.
gotcha.
So baked cheesecake.
Oh, nice. I love a good baked cheesecake.
All right. So I was just thinking, like TV shows that have moments in it that like really that I feel there's no coming back from. Lost has several of those. I feel like when they did an episode about Matthew Fox's real life tattoos, that was kind of why?
What?
You don't know about that infamous episode in Lost?
I've tried to watch Lost so many times, and I've gotten to the second season before I tap out. I just can't. I can't. I've watched the first season 3 times, just praying to God that something would register in me to like it. So I have nothing. I know nothing about the show.
Okay, well, in season 4, which is actually Lost's best season, they actually have an episode devoted to the main character's real life tattoos. The tattoos the actor has, not the character in the show.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Like, did they like go full meta on it? Like supernatural full meta, or
No, they made it part of like this weird storyline where he was an outsider.
oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I feel that way with Spike becoming a big bitch ass in season 7 when he got
Yeah,
his soul back.
I didn't see the point in giving him back his soul, if I'm being
Well,
completely honest.
make him a whiny boy. I mean,
Plus, he had a normal soul. He didn't have a cursed soul like Angel did. He would have been able to go, okay, I did that shit as a vampire, not as a human. You know, it's bad,
right.
but like it wasn't my fault. The whole point of Angel's soul was that it was meant to punish him.
Yeah. Yeah. But that was the whole him draped over the cross for me. That was the end. I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm absolutely done.
That was really lame. Let's see, but yeah, Lost episode where they go on, and in the same season, they've got another episode with 2 side characters that aren't even in the main cast going on about stolen diamonds, which was also a bit.
You were like, why?
Yeah, why? It's just filler episodes because they didn't know what else to do. Stranger
fair.
Things season 3 jumped the shark for me. I felt like after that, season 4 is all right, but season 3 is really bad, really bad. Hello, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. It is really bad. Sorry, I was adjusting how I was sitting. I apologize.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I don't know. I don't know if I'm ever going to be satisfied with a finale, honestly. I'm always going to be upset that it's over. So I'm always going to find something. It's never going to make you happy, right? It's the end of something that you enjoy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So there's so many expectations, but then sometimes Game of Thrones happens and it's just bad for everyone.
Well, Game of Thrones was just, we've got this other Star Wars job. We don't care about this anymore. Let's get this out of the bag and then we can go on to that. Oh, we did such a bad job. We've been fired from the Star Wars project. Damn.
Who would have thunk it that our previous jobs would affect our current jobs?
Yeah. poetic justice. I'm sorry, but they deserved it.
I mean, indeed.
Yes, Gabby, this is Arc Raiders.
I do enjoy this game quite a bit.
Do you
It
have
coulda
any another example of a show that jumped a shark for you?
I'm thinking. The problem is okay, so you have your autism that gears you towards finishing shows.
Yeah, I have to.
You know, I have a hard time finishing shows. I think one show that jumped the shark so hard, and I've watched it all the way through, except for the last season, many times, and that's Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
Parks and Rec, the entire last season, I've never finished it. I can't deal with it.
I don't know what they were thinking. Like,
It just
time
ruined
jumps
everything.
Are really bad.
Well, okay, time jumps are bad, but when you time jump into a reality where everything is different and people that were best friends are now worst enemies, and it doesn't make any sense, and you've completely ruined the entire feel and vibe of the show. For what?
Yeah.
Like, no, honestly, for what? I never finished the episode, the show. I couldn't sit through it.
I can't remember much of the finale. I've only watched it once.
Yeah, I have no idea, except for everybody hated each other in the first 3 or 4 episodes, because at first I thought it was a dream sequence, and then I was like, no, this is they're staying with this, so I just stopped.
Yeah, that's a bad one for jumping the shark.
Yeah.
I feel like most Star Trek seasons, most of the Star Treks have a moment where they jump the shark, right? And
Oh, yeah.
It's always because it goes on for too long.
I don't know, and I also think that in Star Trek, like, they are allowed to try so many things that sometimes they're just it's gonna be awful. Like, they've been on the air for like, damn, 50 years or more. When did the original Star Trek come out? They're gonna run out of ideas. Yeah, Star Trek does that. At least it does that, definitely. Yeah. You know, Next Generation, most of those episodes are with Q, who I absolutely love, but who is not a good, episode builder. He's got the Riz. That's all I can say about his actor too. Like, he just has charisma, and I love him.
Yeah. Lots and lots of charisma.
Yeah, but it's really weird because he's very reserved and like calm compared to the other cast members. Like, whenever I went to the con and I saw them all, he's very eloquent and well spoken. And then you have Brent Spiner, who is a snotty asshole in the best way.
I feel like Superstore never jumped the shark. Thinking about it,
I never felt like Superstore jumped the shark. There were moments where it was almost too cringy for me.
Mm-hmm. Jonah,
but it's solid all the way through. Yeah, Jonah and what's her face, America Ferrara's character.
Damn, name's like Kid of America. Like, seriously.
I don't know. What would be weird is if that wasn't her real name and she chose it for a stage name.
And that was her stage name.
How dare you get Q confused with Quark? Okay, I'm in love with Quark. He's the reason why I love Ferengi so much. Quark is the man. I would give him such good ear. I'm just saying.
really go to town on those ears.
I would give him the lobe of his life.
But do you know, okay, I'm going to really nerd on you here. Do you know why Quark is such a good character?
Okay, why?
Because the actor that did it wanted to do a phenomenal job in Deep Space Nine, because he'd been played a Ferengi the first time they were introduced on Next Generation, and had done such a piss poor job of it that he felt guilty, and he really wanted to get it right this time. Because
he did a great job.
The Next Generation, the first time the Ferengi are introduced, it's absolutely terrible. It's a really bad episode. And they're just like one-dimensional. They're not even like con men hucksters. They're just thugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate them. You know what's funny is the guy that plays Quark is so much better looking as a Ferengi than he is in real life.
Yeah.
I mean, because he was the principal in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yep.
And what was his name? Principal
Snyder.
Snyder. Yeah. Yeah, he's a fugly man, but you put him in a Quark costume and some makeup, and I'm down. I love that. I feel that way about Michael Dorn, though, the guy that plays Worf.
I can't
Yeah.
see him as anything other than Worf because he was in a few video games and he didn't have his Klingon stuff on. He was playing a different character, and I was like, I don't like you like this. Put your fucking ridges on.
Right. He looks amazing with his ridges on, but without, you're like, why? Why is that your face, Michael? I mean, he's beautiful, but not without. He's got to be Worf.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that he was typecast, but at the same time, he played the same character in 2 separate series and 4 different movies, so it's on him.
That's true. That's true. That's just the way that we like our Michael Dorn. We like him to be ridged up, and beaten up. I don't know. What would you call Dax? Dax wasn't a woman or a man, technically. She had the body of a woman.
She was Trill.
Yeah.
Never got that whole symbiote thing. There's another thing where they fucked up with the continuity. For the first time that was introduced in Next Generation, a symbiote could be in anything, even non-Trills.
And then they changed it?
Yeah, and they just changed it.
Again,
that's another way autism trips you up because you're just like, oh, continuity errors.
Oh, yeah. That's another thing with us and Teen Wolf, isn't it? Like, they're constantly changing the rules. At least the rules weren't changed as much in 15 seasons of Supernatural as they have been in 6 seasons of Teen Wolf.
Who's my favorite Next Generation character and worst character? My favorite Next Generation character is Data, undeniably.
Mine too.
Data. Can't go wrong
Data's
with it.
Data's the man. He's my favorite.
And the worst character. Worst regular character or like anyone?
Do the worst regular character. I want to know if yours is up there with mine because I have a character that I hate that most people are going to hate me for.
I couldn't stand Tasha Yar. I was pretty glad when she got killed off. But I guess from the main cast, probably Beverly Crusher was.
Same! Crusher was my least favorite. I wasn't a fan of Troy either in the earlier seasons, but later on she became more badass.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she definitely, she grew as a character and Crusher didn't. I couldn't. I just didn't like Crusher at all.
No. And then who they replaced her with in TNG, the other doctor, the redheaded, I fucking hated her too. I was like, cool, I just don't like anybody in the med bay. Gabby, same. I had a childhood crush on Data. I actually, as a teenager, had a life-size cardboard cutout of Data in my bedroom that I had bought from a movie place. Well, actually, I didn't buy it. I worked there, or I worked in the mall. So when I saw that they had it, I asked them if I could have it when they were done. So they gave it to me.
Yeah. That's
I'm glad I'm not the only one because I was afraid I was going to say Beverly Crusher and Hera.
Well, she just didn't have any growth. She was exactly the same on the first episode as she was the last episode. And even bloody Picard changed.
Yeah.
Like, just, yeah.
Who's your favorite captain?
My favorite captain? Ooh, that's tricky. I really, really like Sisko.
Yeah.
Just because I feel like he's the most realistic of all the captains. You know,
Yeah.
follows the rules, but at the same time, fuck the rules.
See, I'm a Picard girl and a Pike girl.
Pike from like the original series or Strange New Worlds Pike?
Strange New Worlds Pike.
Yeah.
I like.
He is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Strange New Worlds has been so fucking great. I don't care what the internet says. For me, it's been a nice return to old Trek.
I haven't watched the newest season. Like, I haven't finished the new season, and I've been yelled at by a surgeon like every time I scrub with him that I need to finish it. And then Starfleet's coming out in this year at some point, and I'm really excited for Starfleet Academy. Honestly,
I'm less so.
I don't know. I really love Lower Decks, and I think that Starfleet Academy can have some really great,
I think that Starfleet Academy is going to be following Discovery's path of, inclusivity and wokeness. Now, Star Trek's always been woke. Don't get me wrong. Even back in the day, it had men wearing dresses. It had one of the first televised gay kisses. It's always been woke. Don't get me wrong.
Yep. First black female, commander went in there. The first interracial kiss came from Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's kind of like why I like the Orville and Seth MacFarlane's take on it, because it felt very TNG-esque, and they still tackled a lot of the same shit that the Next Generation would tackle.
Right. So Star Trek's always been woke. It's just Discovery was a bit too woke. You know what I mean? Like Picard and Picard was just garbage, and I'll die on that hill. But the Strange New Worlds is, traditional Trek wokeness, and like Discovery was just shoving it down your throat.
Yeah.
And Discovery was hit and miss for me. I really liked season 2 of Discovery. I thought season 1 was all right. It went downhill really fast when they got transported 1,000 years into the future, and I was just like, okay.
Worf is your favorite TNG character, and Riker is your least favorite. You know what? Worf is my second favorite, and Riker is in my bottom list of characters. I've never really been a Riker fan.
No, it's like another character that didn't really change much.
He was just a hoe. He was their answer to damn it, William Shatner's character. Yeah, Kirk. He was the answer to Kirk. They needed someone to slum it up with the aliens, and that was what. And you know what's sad? I would have rather seen Picard slum it up with the aliens than Riker.
Okay, who was your least favorite captain? If we're going to play this game.
Hold on, you're gonna hate me. I would say probably Scott Bakula's captain. I don't even remember his name. Archer would be my least favorite. And also, I'm not a fan of Janeway. I hate to say that. Not a Captain Janeway fan.
I agree. Janeway was not a great captain. Just going to be honest.
I love the actress. I genuinely love the actress.
Yeah,
and
I love
everything
Kate
else
Mulgrew.
that she does.
She's great
so
in
great.
Orange and the New Black.
Yeah, she's wonderful. She's such a great actress. I just didn't like. I wasn't a Janeway fan.
Well, there's no reason why they should have been stuck in the Delta Quadrant in the first place if they follow the Prime Directive. They're not allowed to get involved. They should have just left.
Yeah.
And then, the final episode, just pissing on the temporal Prime Directive. They should have just rotted in the Delta Quadrant. Okay, yeah, I am a massive nerd. Okay, don't judge me. But I'm not a weeb.
Okay. We're watching Teen Wolf, and he knows all about Kitsune, and
I know because of the video game Neo. Okay, that's the only reason I know about Kitsune.
He's a closeted weeb, y'all. He just sits in a dark corner and watches anime.
Do not watch anime. Never watched anime. You leave me alone. Not a weeb. I'm a nerd, but I'm not a weeb.
You're not a weeb. Okay. You know what's sad is you're so hardcore against it, and I've tried so hard to become a weeb, and I just can't. I just can't do it. There's a couple of shows that I like that are anime, like Death Note. Death Note is one of my favorites, but I just can't. I can't get into anime. I've tried.
I did used to watch hentai, to my shame, Gabby. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, listen. There's no shame in hentai. Okay. There's no shame in hentai at all. Who doesn't love some good tentacle porn? You know what I'm saying? Like you just, it is what it is. Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't like Archer much either. I didn't think he was a bad captain. I just found him boring.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, me saying no to Scott Bakula is like a big deal. I love Scott Bakula. He is my childhood, but I didn't like him. The original Cowboy Bebop, like the movie was great. I'm with you. I've watched that several times. It's just good TV or movie, really.
Yeah. I've never watched it. As I said, I don't watch anime. I heard the remake wasn't very good.
I didn't even try with the remake. Not that I'm a huge fan and thought they would mess it up, but I don't know. Wasn't anything I'd be interested in. Digimon. I never watched any of those. Pokemon, Digimon, none of them.
I never watched a single episode of Pokemon, but I did play the first 3 games.
Oh, yeah, I've played the games. The games are freaking great.
I stopped when there was like 700 Pokemon. I was like, okay, I'm done now.
I do not want to collect them all, but thank you.
I do not want to catch them all. I think I only ever caught them all on Pokemon Red.
You didn't complete all the other games?
I didn't catch them all. I completed them. I didn't catch all the Pokemon.
Oh. Yeah, I liked the Pokemon games. I felt like by the time Pokemon came out, I was too old and the episodes were highly repetitive, and I found them just repeating their name constantly to be really lame. That's why I never really got into like the Power Rangers when I was a kid. I felt too grown for it. I was like, why are all these bad guys rhyming? This is really stupid.
Yeah.
But like kids my age were really, 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 really into the Power Rangers. And I had a crush on Billy. I think he was yellow because he was a big nerd. That's
Blue.
it. Blue. See, I don't even know what color he was. I just knew he had glasses, he was blonde, and he was a nerd. And I was like, yes, that is the one.
I fucking loved Jason Alexander, but I preferred the Green Ranger to the white one.
I have seen many of them at cons. I've just never cared to go up and get an autograph or anything because I'm like, why?
Well, you should have done that. Jason Alexander's dead now. His autograph would be worth more.
That's true. I do have a really good autographed picture of the guy that draws for Rugrats and Ren and Stimpy and stuff. Like basically my entire childhood, I have a signed thing for him. It was really sad because he was selling his copies with his signature for like $20. And I was like, this is fucked up. So I gave him like 80. So it's like, I'm gonna give you more money. You know, I can't give you a shit ton. I can't give you what it's worth considering you are my childhood. But he was super sweet though.
Yeah, there was some racial undertones in the Power Rangers, Gabby. You're not wrong.
Oh, were there?
Well, the black guy was the Black Ranger and the Asian was the Yellow Ranger.
You know, I never put that together, but yeah, that's what happened for sure.
The original Red Ranger did gay porn after Power Rangers.
I remember
No,
that. It
I
was
know
like a
that.
big deal.
It's like, why? Why is that a big deal? He's got to work, and it's not like anyone's going to hire him for anything else.
Right. Let that man enjoy his dick for money. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I think
think
a
he would.
few of them went that way, didn't they?
He's the only one I know for sure. I know Jason Alexander, the Green Ranger, White Ranger, whatever, did Power Rangers forever. Like he was in a bunch of seasons of it, and then he
Yeah.
starred in other movies that were, not Power Rangers. Wink. And he was a martial arts expert as well. So
Yeah.
fair play to him, says I. How did we get here? We were talking about TV shows that jump the shark. Does
I don't
anyone in
know.
chat have any TV shows that jump the shark for them? It's fine. We're talking about it anyway. Yeah, I remembered what we were going to talk about.
Oh yay.
Venezuela.
Oh shit.
Now, without taking a political opinion,
Uh-huh.
is it like, because I don't want to talk about politics at all.
Okay,
obviously.
good. I don't want to either.
But is it something we should be concerned about if other countries are going to go in and kidnap the leaders? Does that seem okay to everyone?
I mean, no, I think that it is I think I don't know how to approach this correctly. I think that we should all be worried. I think Greenland should definitely be worried, and a few other places should be worried. But I think it's weird. Definitely, it seems weird. Just kidnap them and take them to your country, and I don't know.
Hey, we're going to put our own leader in charge of this country now. Which, to be fair, and we could play devil's advocate here, that is a rather bloodless way of taking over a country.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like you got to kind of give them their props on that one. Like we can't be like, we did kill 80 people in the process,
considering how most wars normally go.
Right. It could have been thousands. It was less than 100. And so that was the better way of doing it. I think that we have notoriously shown ourselves to not be responsible with regime changes. I think historically it doesn't work for us very well. But I don't know. It's worrying.
I have Danish friends, as you know. Greenland is part of Denmark. And I have two. One of them says America can have Greenland. They don't want it. And the other one is vehemently against America annexing Greenland. So it's like 50-50
right.
of all Danish people polled.
Yeah, that's about what it is. I mean, because, I feel like it's kind of like if someone tried to take Puerto Rico. You know what I'm saying? I think America would be like, yeah, okay, I guess, whatever.
Yeah.
Most of it would just be like, yeah, all right. Like, who cares?
Who cares?
I feel like
maybe that
that's
could be
kind
England's next move. If everyone's making these big power moves, we should conquer Puerto Rico.
They'd probably be in better hands, my guy. They would probably thank you because they're not really us, but they're us. It's a really weird go-between that they have to deal with our country.
And that is, of course, the other side of the argument, Gabby. You are correct. He was a dictator and he wasn't elected. So
that is true. That is very true.
Could be considered a good thing.
Oh yeah, I don't
democracy
think
at
he's a
work.
good person. Didn't we just like pardon a dictator not too long ago?
Which
And
dictator?
aren't we pretty buddy with a couple of dictators?
Well, there's a lot of dictators, you know. Some of them are cool.
They're all
Everyone
over.
was cool with Hitler until they weren't, to be fair.
Correct. That's very true. That's very true. Hitler was well respected.
Charlie Chaplin was literally exiled from America for speaking out against Hitler.
Yep. Which is crazy. Because it's not like Charlie Chaplin was like this great guy.
Yeah.
When you have someone like Charlie Chaplin speaking out against you.
Like Tom Young did our
Yeah.
Chaplin.
He sure did.
I don't
Not a
think
good
any
guy.
of them were illegally young. I just think they were young.
I mean, they might have been to today's standards because I mean we've definitely changed that stuff quite a bit.
But like Roman Polanski, there's a lot of people that excuse what he did, and that was like 13 years old.
Yeah.
And I don't fuck with that. Just so everyone's clear.
I don't either. I think it's messed up.
But yeah, I mean, dictators, you either love them or you hate them. That's the takeaway.
Yup.
I mean, say what you like about the current administration of America, but they're doing stuff.
They are definitely doing stuff.
They're doing
stuff expeditiously.
They're not messing around. They're definitely putting boots on the ground and getting stuff done.
Correct.
As anyone that works for Immigration and Customs Enforcement will tell you.
Yeah,
they too far.
No. No, I don't know. It's hard to not get political talking about the Venezuela thing. But there's so many different sides, I guess, thought processes.
It's not a black and white situation. Right. He was not an elected official. He was a dictator.
Yeah.
Is it the right move? But on the other hand, is it any other country's business apart from Venezuela?
That's what I'm saying. That's where my problem comes in. Is it I thought that we were going to stop and focus on America and making sure America is taken care of. And, we're not going to have wars. And Venezuela has very close connections to China and a few other places. And maybe we shouldn't have messed with them. It's none of our business. Can't we just focus on us and not drop money into any other country right now? That's what it feels. I just feel like it's none of our business.
That is the official report from an American citizen. It's not our business.
I just don't feel like it's any of our business. I mean, I understand the the thought process. Okay, they have 4 times more oil reserves than we do. So if that's what it's about, say that that's what it's about. It's about oil and about money. It's not about a regime that we feel like we need to change. And it's not about drugs that aren't even being taken to us. It's cocaine that goes to England that they're expediting out of or taking out of Venezuela. It's not fentanyl. Fentanyl comes from Mexico that gets their parts from China.
Sweet.
But anyway, but they transport that sweet cocaine to the UK. It's not about that. It's not about a regime change. Just be honest. If he just said, hey guys, guess how much more money we would have and how much cheaper gas would be if we just took over Venezuela and took all of their stuff. Wouldn't it be sweet for you guys?
Because we can rise the prices as much as we want.
That's very true. That's very true. But if he said it, if he went around that way, most people would be like, cool, yeah, screw Venezuela. We're cool with.
I don't give to give Trump credit, and I know you don't like to, but to give him credit, I bet he wants to. It's just his PR team that won't let him.
Oh yeah,
He
absolutely.
does
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
give a fuck.
I don't
Like,
mind giving Trump credit for that. You let him run his mouth, he's gonna say the quiet parts out loud eventually.
I bet you anything he wants to be like, hey, why can't we just say we want their oil? Why have we got to say all this other
Right.
stuff?
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. You know, everybody knows that we want that oil. Like, let's not hide it. I understand you have to for the sake of world politics and the stage and all that stuff, but like, do you really? just tell the truth.
Yeah.
We like money. We want your oil. You have people we don't really care to work with in office working for you. Why not just
We want a
that could be ours?
we want a more progressive leader who will.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's
I don't
fair.
know.
But yeah, I just wanted to briefly mention the Venezuela thing.
Yeah,
has
it's going to
been-
definitely be interesting to see what countries are next because he has definitely discussed putting feet on the ground in Greenland and some other places. So we shall see if he's actually going to do that or not.
It'd be more interesting to see if that Denmark care enough to defend it.
I don't think they will.
Hmm.
Why would they?
No, there's like only 2,000 people or something that live in Greenland.
Really?
It's not a very highly populated. I think that's wrong. I know it's a low population. Gabby,
Okay,
how
I
many
was-
people live in Greenland?
Yeah, Gabby, our fact checker.
Fact checker. Sorry, Gabby. You're a valuable member of the team.
I don't know. Maybe she's
Yeah, maybe she.
maybe she stepped away.
She stepped away. Oh man,
What is
we're on our
this?
own.
We have to do stuff on our own.
I'll have to Google it myself. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
how many people?
How do
live
you
in
Google?
Greenland? All right, so it's 56,000. I was slightly
That's still
off.
not a lot, man. I want to say I bet you that's less than what we have in Memphis.
No, it's too late now, Gabby. It's too late now. You had your chance. All right.
You had your chance.
You had your chance. You let me down. This will be SoFlo's the #1 fan now for the next 10 minutes for that.
Wow. Gabby, I think that you're our #1 fan. You're the #1 fan in my heart.
Okay. Your punishment's over. You can be #1 fan again now. I'll release a press thing in a minute. Memphis got 61K, so there's more people that live in Memphis than.
Yeah, when I heard that, I was like, that sounds like a lot more than what we even have in my city, or a lot less, sorry.
618K, sorry, I misread that.
Wow. Yeah.
Almost 1 million people in Memphis.
Well,
damn. Yeah, it's like 10 times more than Greenland. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are just small countries, man. Like, just itty bitty little things compared to this bullcrap we got going on here.
Surely there's more people in Denmark than in Memphis, though.
Just go Googling all the populations of all the
give
places.
me how many people live in Denmark. Now I'm interested. I know there's more people in England. 6 million. Okay, yeah. Okay, so they're still kicking your ass when you can consider the mainland.
Okay. Was it a competition?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
And Denmark's winning.
Denmark's winning. That's fine. I know a lot of people from Denmark. They're just really awesome people. I don't think I've ever met anybody from Denmark that I didn't get along with. I'm sure that there are dicks. I'm sure.
Well, you know Quaid, and he's a massive dick.
I don't see Quaid as being a dick.
Well, first of all, he's he's probably my best friend, not including you. So
Mhm.
you got to be a dick to reach that level with me. Let's be real.
Are you calling me a dick?
Yes, obviously.
I'm an asshole.
I didn't say asshole. I said dick. Don't
I
be
know.
putting words in my mouth. Don't be playing that game with me. I'm too smart.
You
Well, I'm
are.
not really, but you know. This is my favorite map in Arc Raiders. This is Blue Gate. It's so pretty.
It is a pretty map.
Man, it's only been out like less than 2 months, Arc Raiders, but we've had so many ups and downs on it. Like when the PvPers took over the game and it was just shoot on sight in every lobby. And now they put the aggression matchmaking in so you can get into like PvE lobbies and just chill.
Yeah.
Launch day when everyone was cool with each other. It's a
All
young
right, Gabby
game.
Gab. Have a
All
good
right,
night,
Gab,
sweetie.
have a good night. Thank you for listening. But yeah.
Yeah, I like it. The sky is super pretty.
I switched all my settings up to Epic to see if my computer could handle it.
Mm-hmm.
It sort of can, and it's very beautiful. So
Were you just feeling jelly about my amazing graphics?
yeah, I'm always jelly of your amazing graphics. It's always annoying that you can just be like, yeah, I'm going to play this game
On ultra.
on ultra high.
It just
Despite me.
immediately, the graphics card immediately puts it on. I just start up the game and it's immediately on ultra. It's nice. Now I just need to buy some RAM for it.
Oh, you've got RAM problem. Or you
I would like to have a terabyte. I do not have a terabyte.
terabyte of RAM.
Listen. So like I'm having a hard time. I'm having to like uninstall games to install them, like to install a new one. And that's unheard of for me. Like I'm used to my laptop.
Do you mean a bigger hard drive, not RAM?
Hard drive, not RAM, sorry, hard drive. What am I thinking? I'm okay. Hard drive. I'm all right.
I was like, why the hell?
No, my RAM is fine. My RAM is fine. My RAM is fine. What is wrong with me? Memory. I need memory.
And that's, you know, could computers even have a terabyte of RAM? A home
I
computer?
don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I meant a memory. I like to have a bigger hard drive. I need to put more in there. Ah, no, cat. Oh shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
God. It just belly flopped onto my keyboard.
That's cats for you.
You know, they're so graceful.
Such elegant creatures.
Except for him. He's like the Kool-Aid man. Just a fat Kool-Aid man with a belly that swings back and forth as he walks.
The Kool-Aid man is not what I would call traditionally skinny, though, to be fair.
No. You're correct. He's kind of bulbous.
Yeah, he's definitely thick.
He's
definitely got some thighs on him.
Oh yeah. He's got a tank for an ass, you know.
My kind. My type.
Man, we've settled an entire hour.
We
talked
did it.
About your topic.
We talked about 2 topics.
And we watched you kill. We watched you kill a thing.
Matriarch twice.
Yeah.
Not bragging, but I'm kind of him.
You did a great job. I was watching it. Very proud of you. That was really nice.
It was
The
a
way you
great
guys
fight.
hid behind that building and lobbed grenades at it.
Oh yeah, well, you fight it head on and see what
No,
happens
I
to you.
wouldn't. No, I would totally do the same thing. You know I would, because I like to hide and shoot from behind shit.
Yeah, that was the last big arc because we got the Queen a few weeks ago. It wasn't that we couldn't beat the Queen; it was just we have to get the killing shot to get the achievement, and it took ages to get
Gotcha.
the killing shot.
Gotcha.
And of course, before that, every time we tried, that was when the PvPers were in charge, and we kept getting ratted. And yeah, great days for this game. It's retained 90% of its player base. That's insane. You consider that Call of Duty and Battlefield lost 90% in the first week.
You lost what?
I lost what? What?
I missed the last sentence that you said. What about the last week?
Call of Duty and Battlefield both lost their 90% of their audiences within like 2 weeks.
Both lost 90% of their audiences. Okay, that's what I missed. I could see that. I mean, it's a good game.
Well, guess that'll wrap us up for this week.
Yee.
We will return next week. Despite the hopes of many, it's good night from me and it's good night from her. Good night, everyone.
Night.